Alright, here I go playing again. Going swimming again. Made my little submarine. Now, I need to make sure that I, one, get enough water and food before I run out. Which I'm not going to anytime soon. I can't wait for the sunbeam to show up. It's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna... Why do I always make 3 peepers? I don't need those peepers right now. I just don't need them. It's a waste. It's plain time. Let's find out. Alright, Seamoth, let's go. So here's what we're gonna do. Since we already did...
All systems online.
Since we already did the, everything we can do up to this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take us back to the cave system. Probably. Or go deeper into the kelp forest. Either works. But we're also going to listen to
what is that
this.
Thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched. Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were going to crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing. We're not the first people to come to this world.
People? The aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
So they're doing the same thing that I'm going to have to end up doing this game. And that is to find out where the alien technology is coming from. And the difference is that I found those vents and everything first. But it was very possible I could have picked up one of those tablets and known that, man, something interesting's going on here. Alright. Not gonna go to Degassi habitat, but what I am gonna do, I'm gonna make sure I keep on getting all these outcrops. Especially, I want copper. Oh my gosh, double copper. Sign me up. I also want as much silver as possible. Oh. That was annoying. I'm gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna grab these 2 right here. Got time, so we're gonna go take a look through this wreck.
Passing 100
now, you might
meters.
wonder, like, there's so many Seamoth fragments everywhere. Like, why is there so many Seamoth fragments? Well, the Aurora had a Seamoth bay inside of it. So it was very realistic to expect that they'd be falling from the sky. So, alright, let's see what we got in here. Disinfectant water. Scannables. Laser cutter. Let's open this door. Mobile vehicle bay. Let's go ahead and grab laser cutter. Let's put that over habitat builder right now. This was right outside of this was actually another place I built a base. And the reason I built it was it gave me quick access to the caves. Essentially, I mean, it was nice. It was like a hub that I could use to get to the Sparse Reef, but in my opinion, I would actually rather built a base in the Sparse Reef itself. Alright, that wasn't anything I needed. Pulp Shikaman fragment, I'm good. Yeah, I've gotten every fragment here already, so we're good. I would open that door, but it's a
30
waste.
seconds.
Because it's actually just to the outside. It's if you didn't find that little spot that I just floated through right here. Because if you come around to the other side, you can see that's a laser cutter door. That is the other one on the other side. So I'm essentially saving battery by not trying to cut through it. Alright, so let's go ahead, head down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit more Resources. Is there some prime real estate up here?
Passing 100 meters.
Let's
Oxygen
see.
efficiency
Let's
decreased.
find
Passing 200
ions.
meters.
There we go.
Oxygen efficiency greatly
Magnetite,
decreased.
magnetite. It's hard to. It's aside from like this area, it's a little bit harder to find magnetite anywhere else. So I want to get a bunch of it too. Magnetite's super useful for the scanner room. Its upgrades take magnetite, and then I forget what the other thing is that magnetite's good for, but there's other upgrades that it's going to be used for. So go ahead and get some more air. Oh, cool. All right, let's go around. Outcrop gold, nice. Love to get diamonds. There's one. It's a big nasty right there. Those aren't Leviathans though.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
They're dangerous. Well, luckily for us, they're not Leviathan dangerous. Just gotta be careful with them. Yeah, nice. Inventory full. Drink some water, pick up the diamond, and we're out of here. That's right. Successful trip down here. Go through the kelp forest and head back to Baby's first base. Alright. While we're on our way, let's listen to another piece of lore.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do.
Yeah. So, definitely feels like there's going to be some sort of mutiny. Just because you got to figure out... I mean, you got to figure out how to survive here. And pecking orders that deal with money only work if money is useful. And right now, money is not useful at all.
We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. Do you see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
You kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I've an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
And there you go. Not quite full mutiny, but close enough. Maida's made her point. Ha. But she's made her point, really. Like, you can only boss her around so much because at this point in time, it's just, I mean, there's nothing else that they can do. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this locker. Can't I put that there? Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's gonna be really annoying. I'm just gonna put it right here. Nice. And put that salvage in, put this stuff in, put some creature eggs, there's plants. I'm gonna keep that the alien tablet. Always keep your alien tablets on you, honestly. Unless you're going someplace completely dangerous, because the only if you're playing hardcore, obviously you don't want to die. I would probably keep my tablets on me at all times if I was playing hardcore. But right now, I don't need to keep it on me as I'm going and grabbing materials. But when you go out exploring, you want to keep them on you because they could prove useful. Let's see. Let's put battery charger in there, and let's see. We'll pop in some more lore. Let's do Paul Torvos first.
5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degassi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
And that right there is what you call hubris. Sitting there, thinking you know what's best, when you have a survivalist that's really, literally telling you, hey, we need to figure things out. And that's what Maida is. Now, Maida herself is impulsive. He's exactly right about that. But the problem is, she's also right. Her impulses and her gut feeling is right. And him thinking that he's more right than her is only a problem.
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than a kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Data is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degassi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
And there's the businessman in him. To be fair, I mean, this planet is such a find. There's organic life, so you've got so much You've got so many animals and everything. You've got so many minerals. It is rich in everything that you need to advance as a society. It's rich in all the resources that everybody's fought wars over. The only problem is something's keeping everybody on it. So let's go ahead and listen to Margaret Maida.
These conniving corporate bourgeois, inbred, incompetent, self-absorbed jerks.
Tell me how you really feel.
The kid's not so bad. He's even useful. But I swear, everything that comes out of his father's idiot face is a narcissistic lie. He wants to stay in this cave, his problem. I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. When sea monsters are hunting you, you don't hide. You hunt the sea monsters. Then you build a bigger boat out of sea monster bones and you hunt bigger monsters. Keep going until there aren't any monsters left to hunt you. I'm going deeper. I'm gonna find what shot us down and I'm gonna tear its damn heart out. I started the prep work. The kids taught me how to make enameled glass. I've started stockpiling metal ores to build myself a sea moth. I'll raid the indoor grow beds before I leave.
So that's the reason why she's such a freaking character. Also, while we've been waiting, as I've been doing the lore, built a modification station. This is where I'm upgrading. These are like where the heavy upgrades are, like the best ones. So, thermal blade. This one is a fun one. It's a flaming blade. I think it does more damage, but the coolest thing about it... Let's see if I can find a fish that can cook. The coolest thing about it...
It is common for those accustomed to synthetic
cooked
foods
Gary
to be
fish.
repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
That was funny. Because it's a flaming blade, you attack any of the things that you can cook with it, instantly cooked. So, if you are running low on food and you've got your thermal blade, immediately go to something that you can cook, hit it, boom, you're good. Alright. So that's thermal blade. I'm now up to 225 seconds of oxygen. I believe actually this is the maximum amount of oxygen, and because of the vehicles, you really not going to need that much more. Because if you're running out, that means you're just getting too far away from your vehicle. All right, so next, let's see if we got any upgrades that we can make for the sea moth. MK1, I can make that. So this allows us to go down to 300 meters. Solar charger. Charge in sunlight. What I do want is a storage module. I'm going to get a storage module and the... Actually, I think there's a free MK1 in the Aurora, so I'm not going to make that. Storage module, 1, 2, 3, and that. So this is the first upgrade module you can put a ship. As you can see, I got upgrade slots. So I take this, put it in here. What does it do? Oh, that wasn't there before. Boom, I can store stuff in my sea moth. So if I put multiple storage modules on, I can make longer trips because I can put more things in there. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Ultra guide fins, I need silicon rubber, titanium, lithium. This is why I went into the cave system. Got plenty of lithium. Titanium, lithium. I don't know how much titanium I need. Let's grab a bunch. And then got some creep vine growing. Let's grab some sea clusters. I got it. Yeah. Boom. Makes that so much more simple. Because I can put it right next to my base. Silicon rubber. Let's look at our advanced materials. We got something even more advanced now. So we can make hydrochloric acid. I need to find deep shrooms for it. Aerogel, gel sac and rubies, and polyaniline. So I need hydrochloric acid and a piece of gold to make polyaniline. So that's, as we get even crazier with what we're supposed to build, that's what we have to use. All right, flat steel ingots, glass. I think I've got what I need. I just need to take my fins off. Boom, ultra glide fins. So put those on. Let's see how we swim around. Woo! We are schmoving. All right, that's good. One thing I want to do is I want to make my bed fiber mesh. So that is going to be only 2 hits of this. 1, 2. Yeah, and now that it's on fire, there's a sound effect that goes along with it too, even better. Fiber mesh. Sick. Got this. And now, make ourselves a bed. So now I can sleep. It's not even just during the night. I can sleep at any point in time. I just can't keep on sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. So, yeah, like I can't sleep immediately after doing a sleep. I probably can't sleep after I take this cup of coffee right here. This episode, we don't have a sponsor, but I would love Nespresso to sponsor me. I spend way too much money with it. So, Nespresso, if you hear me right now, it'd be nice to get some. I think some gingerbread would be really good. The gingerbread coffee. It's been hitting the spot recently. All right, so next up, let's go back to this. And I think what I'm going to do while I'm waiting this episode, because it's been a while, and I really can't get to that 500. It's just not possible right now. And we won't be able to get to it because we have to be able to go deeper. Let's get more lore. I'm going to go... We did deeper... Let's go.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. Learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but there's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power. That the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
And the thing is, like, Bart himself makes me so sad because he was way too, like, Bart is way too, like, innocent for this world, for Subnautica's world, that is. So that it makes me really sad that this was his fate. And let's go ahead and go listen to the second thing, because he's just so smart.
Just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enamel glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had them eating out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. What's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals. But Father won't let me do that. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
Alright, now, you might be asking, what am I doing over here? Trying to figure out where exactly our big bad is. Wish I could hear it over there. Can't see it. But what that means I'm doing right now is I'm building a scanner room. Now, asshole. So rude of you. So, why am I doing this? Well, I'm going to prepare us to get to the Aurora, but there is one way to get there, and that one way is this way. And
welcome aboard.
what does a scanner room do?
All primary
Scans, obviously.
online.
Obviously, the scanner room scans. So what I'm doing right here is I'm making sure that I'm getting this close enough to the edge to be able to scan towards the front of the Aurora. Because, as you can see, I can scan specific items. One of these items is actually the Reaper Leviathan. So, this thing right here, this fabricator, got a scanner room HUD chip that actually goes on my person. So you know how I've got these two little things, one to the right, one to the left. One of them is going to be for the HUD chip. The other one's going to be for the compass, which I hilariously haven't made yet. Next thing we're going to do, this is what the magnetite's for. I'm probably going to make 2 or 3 room range upgrades and then 1 speed upgrade. And what that's going to do is it's going to increase the amount of area that we can see around the Aurora or around this particular scanner room. And that way, we'll always have that Reaper Leviathan on this. We'll also be able to see where particular items are. But to me, the scanner room is going to be the most important thing that we can have right now in this general area. On picking up these outcrops on the way back. Keep on getting more resources to replenish the ones that we've already used. And again, because of how much air I have, you almost forget that you need to keep going up for oxygen at some point, because I mean, I can get all the way back to my original base without ever coming up for air. And that's just unreal. Grab. Ore, perfect. We need copper ore for this. There we go. Let's go in. Gonna remind ourselves what I need. Let's go ahead and unpin all. And I need these two.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So I'm gonna need a few copper. Put those away. One. Let's see, do we have any more copper in here? Yeah, we do. 2 more copper. We'll get 2 more magnetite. All right. So the next thing we want to make for me. Go ahead, cook a peeper and filtered water, and then I want to be able to build a fabricator, like a regular fabricator in the other base. The ones that come with the like these stations are only for the mods, like that are for them. So the scanner room fabricator is only for scanner room items. If I grab another fabricator, then I can start making other things in there too. So let's go ahead and make sure I can make a scanner, and then we're gonna listen to, unfortunately, the end of Bart.
After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
It's rough. It's very, very rough to listen to. Alright. Yeah, we aren't gonna go over there, because it's the and I need to make sure that I make the HUD. Let's make sure that I make that HUD fragment thing. Where is it? Computer chip and magnetite. So let's go ahead and grab 1 more magnetite. I need to grab this stuff to make a computer chip. Make sure that I've got that squared away. I swore I saw magnetite. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. Magnetite, and then computer chip, I think, has gold. 2 of these, and copper wires. I need more copper. Which I will probably find enough copper on the way there. So. Boom, sleep. Do. One of the nice things about scanner rooms is that you can actually really use their cameras that come attached with them as your beacons, because you can only really keep them around your scanner room. What's nice about those cameras is that you drive them around to look look all over your surroundings from the safety of being inside, especially when you've got Leviathans moving around where you've got your scanner room. It's a really nice thing to have. Better. They weren't getting taken.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
By the dang these guys. This means that I probably actually have some good stuff here. Stalker tooth, nice. All right. Now that I get over here, let's see. It starts getting fuzzy after about 200 meters, and then you can't see anything at all after 400. There it is. So, if I were to have made the trek right now to the Aurora, I would have bumped into this guy right here. Look at this. Look at how big he is. Just obscene. This is why I built scanner rooms, because that makes it so scary. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this over here and just park him right here. All right, let's start building our stuff. First, fabricator. First, the fabricator, it's good. Second, range upgrade. Range upgrade. Range upgrade. And here, I thought I brought enough silver and gold. I guess I didn't have any silver and gold. That's annoying. Alright, scanner room upgrades. Throw it in. So when I do that, all of a sudden, is bigger. Look at this. Look how much I can see now. I can see all the way down into the bulb zone that I showed you earlier. Now, but also now, Reaper Leviathan. We can keep an eye on where he is. He's way over here. Very nice. Turn that off. We know that we're gonna be safe getting back. Now, he's not, shouldn't at least come all the way over here. So we're going to be okay with that. Grab you. Grab this health pack. Grab this out of here. Copper, nice. Deeper. Let's go grab. So now, the nice thing about the Leviathans is they essentially announce themselves. You know where they you will always know where they are. You'll hear their cries, and some will be alien, and some will be just straight up nasty. And then you will know you need to be careful in that area. So the last thing you need to do is bump into something that can kill you instantly. Alright.
Welcome aboard,
I'm assuming
Captain.
this is Sunbeam again.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now.
Here we
The
go.
landing site for you, that's...
Alright, well,
Well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take
this
us a couple of days to
should
align our orbit.
put us
Should
in
be
a
able
good
to
position
establish
that
direct contact
the
with
next
you
thing
during
after
that
is
time.
Sunbeam will
Then
be
we're coming in to get
the
you.
Aurora.
Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting.
It's nice that we got a 40-minute timer, because I wasn't nearly as far in my first playthrough, so I'm like sitting here and be like, oh, I gotta be prepared, like I gotta make sure that I've got everything I need. I mean, essentially, all you need to make sure you have is food and water. And I've got water, I have food. Did I pick up salt? Let me see if I have salt in here. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and cure this peeper after I cook this the water. Cured peeper. Difference between a cured and a cooked peeper is that a cured peeper drains your water consumption. Cooked peeper gives you more water. So right now, if I can take a look at this, cooked peeper plus 5 H2O. That's nice. All right, 38.52. Don't need the bladderfish, don't need those samples. I only keep one first aid kit on me. I'm not going to need the laser cutter. Not going to need the habitat builder. And keep the propulsion cannon on us. Let's go ahead and charge this battery. And the Sea Glide. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, at the start of the next episode, go straight to the floating island, or to the mountain region. We're going to go to the mountain island and we're going to explore it, and then we're going to wait for the Sunbeam to arrive. So, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.